I had a few friends that were involved with AIESEC, but mostly I just noticed their involvement on campus, like flyers and information sessions they were holding. And I had actually never studied Portuguese before. I studied French, but for some reason I really wanted to go to Brazil. But it was a little random, but I fell in love with the country while I was there. So, the idea of being a foreigner who doesn't speak any Portuguese and traveling by yourself was a little scary, but it went totally fine. Right away I noticed Brazilians are really friendly and open, and then that first week or two in Juiz de Fora was really hard to adjust to because I didn't speak Portuguese, and my host mother didn't speak Portuguese or English, and I didn't know where anything was, and it was a bigger city than I was used to. But really quickly, I'd say like after the first month, I was conversational in Portuguese, and this was from no prior background, just because it was so immersive. And the AIESEC community made me feel welcome right away. I felt like I had made a ton of friends within my first week. So I was teaching English at a small private English school, and my students were mostly adults or college students. And then I was also working with an NGO that was with like environmental education, and we were going to more poor public schools within the area to do like environmental education and outreach. But in general, my work days were pretty relaxed. I didn't have to work a whole lot of hours, and I really enjoyed my students, my boss, and the NGO. I really like how immersive the AIESEC experience was. I would say all of my friends that I made were Brazilian. You know, all the people I interacted with on a day-to-day basis were Brazilian, and I got a really personal and in-depth look at the culture. I really felt like I had a very authentic and immersive experience, whereas sometimes when you're with the study abroad program, when you're with a lot of other foreigners or students, you kind of just stay a foreigner your entire time. I really learned how to be independent and do my own thing because, like I said, you know, I had to really take a lot of initiative to learn Portuguese, and I had to reach out to people that I wanted to become friends with because I was a foreigner and I was going to stay a long time there, because it's a harder exchange experience than going on a trip to somewhere in Europe with like 20 other people from your college. But I think in the end, it's value of family. It's worth the pain. I can't speak for all the Brazilian AIESEC groups, but the one in Juiz de Fora was really great because the AIESECers really hung out together as friends, and they were really outgoing, and even if they weren't exactly AIESEC members, they would connect me with like AIESEC alumni or you know, like previous members or people who had done exchanges. Because, you know, when I think about Brazil, I think about I love the language, I have so many friends there, and I've really just got a very personal view and experience of what it is to be a Brazilian, which I wouldn't have been able to do in any other circumstance. Like, never in a million years would I have pictured myself, you know, drinking cachaça on this farm, just in the middle of Brazil with these people that I just like am in love with, you know, that I really felt included as part of the family. Hey, my name is Yuen, and I'm a junior economics and comparative literature major at UNC Chapel Hill. And this past summer in 2010, I went on a development internship through AIESEC to Juiz de Fora in Brazil.